Democrats are misleading the public by, quote, selectively releasing photos from the Epstein estate to try to make Donald Trump look bad. But Donald, I thought that you didn't even know Epstein. What do you mean that they're making you look bad? Maybe you look bad by being best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and maybe if you released all of the files, this wouldn't be an issue. You're for bringing some transparency to this while you files. Now, Donald Trump mode this morning for me.
I'm fucking naming names in this video, so buckle up. It's about the rape of a 13-year-old girl, allegedly by our President Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. I was reading a few days ago from these court documents directly. My name is Hunter Howell. I would never harm myself. And in a lot of my comments, people were saying, oh, I've never seen this. Thank you for sharing this. What the hell? What in the absolute world? And other people were saying, Hunter, we've known about this. Like, we've all been saying this for the longest time. And I'm here to absolutely expose the conservative movement because, yes, these documents that I was reading from came out in 2016. I didn't know about these documents until earlier this year, and many people still have no idea they exist. But why? Here's the part that could get me in trouble. People don't like being named or exposed, and I'm naming very powerful people here. Rupert Murdoch is his name. Also, the entire Murdoch family. Why? Because they own a broadcasting company called Fox Corporation. Under Fox Corporation, you guessed it, they own a bunch of smaller companies, a bunch of media outlets that pretty much run the entire conservative media movement here in the United States of America, including the Wall Street Journal, the New York Post, and the big one, Fox News. Now, Fox Corporation is estimated to be worth $27 billion. Billions of dollars have been spent in the past decade to keep these documents from seeing the light of day. So many conservatives have no idea these exist, okay? Because this multi-billion-dollar corporation is doing everything they can by paying people millions of dollars, such as Sean Hannity and Jesse Waters, who get paid millions of dollars a year, to distract you from what is really going on.
That's what you're calling it? Make your event magical with the Epstein Ballroom's Diddy Baby Oil Flume. Join DJ TJ as he DJs all ages shows.
Donald Trump will not be making it to the end of his second term, and we actually have new evidence that Dementia Don accidentally leaked himself in a late-night Truth Social rant yesterday that reveals he is actively sundowning, as we talked about a lot on the channel, but today it seems like some in the mainstream media are finally ready to admit that and talk about it. So let's dive into this first story here, because it's actually pretty ironic that it's Jim Acosta, who was Jim cast out from CNN for being critical of Trump, that is the one with the balls to finally admit this on a recent podcast. Ex-CNN journalist Acosta says he cannot see how Trump, 79, makes it to 2029 as president after showing signs of rapid decline so soon into the first year of his second term. Acosta believes even those closest to the president have noticed the decline over the last year and are treating him less like a dear leader and more like a goodnight grandpa. In an appearance on Fast Politics with Molly Jong Fast, Acosta suggested Trump may not make it to the end of his presidency.
Donald Trump is showing signs of dementia.
Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Why is the media barely reporting on this? And why won't they ask who's really making the decisions in the White House?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can you imagine if President Biden or any other politician made a claim like this?
Now drug prices are going to be going down 100%, 400%, 600%, 1,000% in some cases.
Prices cannot go down more than 100%. That's not how math works. But Trump's fantastical claims have gotten more and more unhinged.
AOC's low IQ. Have her pass the exams that I take.
This is especially troubling given that he is the oldest president ever to be sworn in and has a family history of Alzheimer's. His growing confusion has alarmed psychologists like this former Johns Hopkins professor.
There are times when he's really unable to complete a thought.
I've been looking at those things with the little gray. They're always broken.
Actually, sometimes is unable to complete a word.
The FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of acetaminophen.
It's called a phonemic paraphasia. There's dozens of examples. They're online.
Fake infrastructure, cryptologic pergoverus.
Trump also seems to be confused about when he was president. He falsely claimed in a post that the Biden FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. Hello? Biden wasn't president.
Come on, folks.
And Trump keeps claiming that the Epstein files were a hoax created by his predecessors.
These files were made up by Comey. They were made up by Obama. They were made up by the Biden,
Even though the arrest and demise of Trump's close friend, Jeffrey Epstein, happened during Trump's own first term. Trump is increasingly befuddled about who everyone around him is. He didn't seem to know who House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries was after he'd just been meeting with him.
Even on the discussion that we'll have with Chuck Schumer, who was here yesterday, along with a very nice gentleman who I didn't really know. You know who I'm talking about.
Trump has become unable to stay on topic. During a recent cabinet meeting, he went on a 15-minute rant about picture frames and lamps. I'll spare you from having to watch it in full, but
I love the frame of those pictures. Look at those frames. By the way, it's an incredible clock. Oftentimes they'll show those lamps. I said, oh, wow. Medallions. If you paint it, it won't look good.
Trump's ramblings have become so incoherent that the White House has started covering up for him by deleting transcripts of his remarks from their website. But they cannot hide his mental deterioration and growing paranoia.
The word affordability is a con job by the Democrats.
Recently, he was so mad about an escalator that stopped.
All I got from the United Nations was an escalator stopped right in the middle.
He claimed it was sabotaged by the UN and called for a Secret Service investigation. Paranoia,
but it's really a Democrat hoax.
And anger are common symptoms of dementia. So is a loss of impulse control.
Donald Trump accuses members of Congress of sedition and says it's punishable by death.
All have become cornerstones of Trump's second term. Trump appears to have accidentally posted a private message to his attorney general on social media, ordering her to target his political opponents, including former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James.
Well, there you have it. A convicted felon, incompetent, low IQ dumb pedophile who has lost his damn mind. The Independent News. Giles, thank you for watching. Thank you.